Okay, good morning, everyone. A students, B students, remote students. This is for everybody. This is your Friday remote learning day. I'm going to try to send you guys a video every day along with the assignment. So first off, you need to make a comment every single day that you are not at school. If it's your remote day, you need to make sure that you go find out what that remote day question or assignment is and make a comment and say, I'm here. Please don't just make random posts that just say I'm here because it's going to fill the stream up with so many posts it's going to be really confusing. So just do that on the attendance question. If you get to the end of the day and there's not an attendance question, and I've messed up and forgot to add one and you want to comment and say you're here, that's okay. Remember, for me, the end of the day is 2 o'clock. I need to see those comments by 2 o'clock to count you present. Okay, so today, we've got a few things to talk about. One is we just talked about check-ins. Two, contour drawing assignments. And part of what we need to talk about is like what an actual object is, okay? So there was a little confusion about this, so let's talk about objects really quick. This is an object, okay? It's three-dimensional. You can pick it up, you can move it around. It's an object, all right? This is an object, okay? That's the same thing. It has mass, it's three-dimensional, okay? Now, for us, we wouldn't really call this an object for drawing. This is a piece of paper. It's two-dimensional, it's an image, it's flat, all right? So objects would be three-dimensional, okay? And something like a picture you just make up, you draw a Pokemon, you draw an interesting character, that's not going to get you any credit for this contour object assignment because the assignment is for an object, all right? So if it's something that you have painted in the past or drawn in the past and you redraw it again and upload it, that's not counting, all right? So it's got to be an actual object. I'm sure you can find one. Now the objects might have an interesting picture on it. For example, you can't draw a picture of Pikachu, but you could draw a picture of Pikachu on a coffee mug, all right? So that would be okay. All right, so contour your assignment, and it should be in the directions. You need to photograph that and put that into this assignment. I would like to see what your drawings look like by the end of the day. Monday, we're going to be moving on. If you have trouble getting these figured, if you don't know how to photograph and upload, I can help you with that Monday, but I would like to see as many people as possible photograph their contour object, put it on, and put that photo, attach it to this assignment. That's how you're going to turn in a lot of your assignments this year because we're away from school more than we're here, so you're going to have to turn stuff in online. All right, next up is what we're doing next week. We've got 2 days for A, 2 days for B, so more like our regular full week this year. And what we're going to be doing is a shoe drawing. We're going to do one more contour drawing, and that's going to be the shoe. So let me show you what that's like. Okay, so I'm going to have a couple of these. If you, for some reason, don't wear shoes to school or whatever, then I'll have a couple Converse and a boot, so there'll be a couple options for you to draw. So you need to be drawing a real shoe, not like a picture of a shoe, not like just your idea of a shoe, but actually draw a real shoe. And you're going to want to get that shoe kind of set in front of you where you can see it good. So you can kind of see I've got it kind of tilted on my sketchbook right now, and I'm looking at it more straight on. You might tilt it a little bit if you want, get a different angle, or you might just draw it straight across. That's up to you. Okay, so you can start with a more sketchy style. Start lightly. You always start lightly because you're going to make mistakes. And then you can clean up the sketchy style later. Don't worry about details at first. I know there's stitching and there's a circle and stuff. Don't worry about the details first. just start off just getting basic shapes down, and then you can go from there. And okay, so as you're working, always be checking your work and be looking at it and being like, okay, is this right? So this is supposed to be equal to that spot right there, and you see they're about in the same place, and that checks out pretty good. Now I'm drawing the back side of the shoe. This is a challenge because you're actually trying to draw 3D. I mean, the shoe, you're not trying to draw it as a flat, sort of like clip art shoe. You're actually trying to draw the shoe as it looks to you 3D, which makes it quite a bit more difficult. So I've got sort of the basic design of the shoe, basic shape. I need to get what I see from the back over there. Okay, so now I can start going in and adding a little bit more detail. You get the outside outline done, and you can start kind of adding a little bit more detail. Things like the circle. I don't really want to spend time to fill in that yet, because maybe I've screwed up and put it in the wrong place. In that case, I'll have to erase it. I don't want to erase all of that detail in there right now. So I'm just getting, like I said, just getting loose, sort of sketchy lines on here to figure out where things are going to go. This is going to be stitching here. I don't really want to sit and do all the stitching right now, but I kind of just want to know where that stitching is at. So I'm going to put a really light line that's going to later be replaced with stitching right there. Okay, that looks pretty good. Now I've got the two little grommets right there. And so now I've got the basic shoe more or less laid out, and I can start kind of looking at it and seeing, okay, have I made mistakes? Is it tall enough? Is it going to work? And if I'm pretty happy with it, I can go on and start adding more detail, and then I can start working on turning this from a sketch into a drawing. Now, guys, we're going to do this in class next week and at home. So this is going to be due by the end of the week next week, and then we're going to move on with something else. So you don't need to start this today, but be ready to start it when you get to school next week. I don't want to go through this example again. That's why I'm doing it on video, because I want you guys to have your 30 minutes in class to draw, and then that way I can kind of go around and check on you and see how you're doing and help out, instead of like spending the first 30 minutes kind of doing this demonstration almost. So class time is valuable, so I really want to be able to use it to kind of help you out in class on Monday or Tuesday when you show up. All right, so now that I've got that done, remember, you don't shade on these contour drawings, so I'm not going to start shading things in, but I still want to include, some, like here, I might actually go ahead, if I'm pretty happy with where this is, I might go ahead and start kind of darkening up this line and making it a little bit more like solid, so I know that's the actual edge. And then I might go ahead and add, there's like a seam right here, and I might go ahead and add that seam in. And then I might go ahead and start adding the actual stitching. So guys, I could sit and draw for like another 20, 30 minutes and finish this shoe, but I'm not going to. I don't want you to sit and watch me draw it, but this gives you an idea how to get started. And if you want to draw a shoe, go ahead and start now, but really, I'd kind of like you just to wait till class. Or you can have a start, like if you want to try to get this much started and then bring it to class Monday, and we'll go from there, that's great. Please don't forget your sketchbooks Monday. You guys have a great weekend. Please get them contour assignments, that drawing uploaded so I can check it on Classroom. And have a good one. I'll see you next week.